what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and here at Skylent Games, where me, Skylent, I get to play games. Well, oftentimes, since games are products or services that you have to pay for, these companies like to promote the games, and the best way to do that is through the people who actually play them. So here we are, and now you want to know, how much does someone like me, a super professional influencer, how much do I get paid for the videos that I do? So I'm leaving in the description there links to the videos that's actually playing in the background. So I do apologize actually for not showing my face here. This is a personal vloggy kind of rambly ranty video that I'm spitting out here from the heart, but I am just gonna show gameplay because I've been so busy. I've been flying around the country doing sponsorships, and it's been great. Living the YouTuber influencer lifestyle has actually been very much a fun experience and something very rewarding and educational, and I think you guys should aim for it, because being a sellout doesn't mean you're actually selling your soul, and in fact, I don't think it even has to really pervert your art. It might change the content that you make to an extent, or the regular content that you make. So obviously you see I'm doing less reviews, but that doesn't mean you can't do more interesting and engaging things and have that even be sponsored. So I will just say that. But you guys want to know the answer here? Look in the description, see the views that those videos got, see the quality of those videos, and see my overall metrics on Social Blade. Type in Skylent Games, compare that to yours, and see how much you could be making from your sponsorships. If you get more views or less views, just know that the general baseline for sponsored videos, it is $100. So friends, yeah, that's just $100 for one video, and often they're 10 or 15 minutes. YouTube really likes 15-minute videos, and they can be edited. Sometimes they could just kind of be live, just kind of throw up there. And I think my favorite thing is to do a stream and then take the highlights of that stream. So you work for like 4 hours, 8 hours maybe. You stream 6 hours, feels really good. You take the highlights or the little clips of that, montage it together, make a 15-minute video from all of that, and there you go. That's $100 in the bank. Plus, then you have the donations during the stream. You can have fun, and you don't always have to be so candid and constricted during the stream. You can just take out the parts that are really influencing and promotional from just the stream. So then your overall art isn't really perverted, and then the content on YouTube is really engaging and highlighting because they're literal highlights, and overall people can have fun with it, but also know that there's deeper and more context whatever you do the stream. So I'm finding that sort of life to be really good for me, and my content has always been live anyways, just with the rants. Even top 10s are completely unscripted, and I just spit those out there. So I like that, and I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff on twitch.tv/Skylent, but just know that what I'm talking about here with the $100 is specifically for the video. Now, if you do streams or Instagram, you'll be getting paid differently. And I can tell you right now, if you're interested in making just a lot of money, it's going to be streaming. Now, YouTube can give you a consistent check, and YouTube, you can kind of take your sloppy seconds, I like to say, though people don't like that, but you can take your highlights. Really, when I say sloppy seconds, it's actually the best of your streams and best of your content. You can put that on YouTube, absolutely, but it should always kind of be a secondary afterthought, because YouTube itself is not as potent for actual you as an influencer, for you as an artist, I think, in a lot of ways. If you at least you're doing the genre that I'm doing, gaming kind of stuff. And I think that, YouTube can be good, but when it comes to the genre that I'm in, Twitch is just really better. So for instance, here, really, the idea is that these companies, these publishers or actually they hire marketing companies, they want you as an influencer, or a critic, or, YouTuber, content creator of some kind, they want you to make content and have viewers who are very engaged in your content. So if you do what I do, which is gameplay and playing a game, as a personality, obviously Twitch is going to be the place where people are the most engaged directly. You're the most engaged with the community, and that means that like the games you're playing, if you promote it or if you're positive about it, then people will be more likely to buy into the game, to try it, to play it. You potentially, you won't get as many eyeballs sometimes, but the eyeballs you do get are more serious, more hardcore, and so more likely to spend more money or just to actually play the game. So Twitch streaming, you will actually get more money. An example here is I had a stream. All I had to do is do 3 streams of 1 hour durations, or like a 3-hour stream, and I would have gotten paid $300. That's pretty freaking amazing for just streaming. And if you guys know me, my streams don't get that many views. Now look at my YouTube videos, right? So again, links in the description of all the sponsored videos that I've done. You can see those metrics. Those were $100 videos, and I spent an entire day or multiple days actually creating those videos. Sometimes they had to go through multiple iterations, such as the Blade and Soul one. I had to really edit that one like crazy. It was insane. And so with that in mind, it does seem that it is much easier to make much more money on Twitch. That is just the direction that everything is going. Also know that when I went to Irvine, California, talking about New World, it seemed like, you know, obviously they own Twitch, but it seems that it's because of the stream culture, not just YouTube culture, but specifically the Twitch culture, that they decided to have these waves of influencers actually come and visit their office directly. And they're sponsoring that all from their own pocket. They're not doing some outside marketing agency. They, as a developer publisher, are really communicating directly with the influencers. And I think what we're going to start seeing is more of these influencer marketing companies pop up. The one that just flew me out to Oakland or San Francisco, California, for a Nixon game, they are called Viral Nation. So we're going to see more stuff like them popping up where they are directly communicating with YouTubers, content creators, Twitch streamers, and bringing them and connecting them with the games so that you can play the games, promote the games, you know, have these campaigns. We make money, they make money, and we get to make some art of some kind. We get to make some content, and hopefully it's good. Sometimes they are a little bit constricting, and we'll talk about that. But for the most part, I think we're going to see more and more of this culture as time goes on, and it's kind of necessitated. As an example, and I hate to lament this, but YouTube literally won't promote anything passionate that I do. You know, I've done some videos that get basically less views than when I literally started YouTube. That is insane. When I'm the biggest I've ever been, and my views are as little, as small as they have ever been for a video that I was the most passionate about, I don't fucking think so. So YouTube really wants to promote, obviously, things that want to be promoted because they're spending money to promote it. You know, hype, energy, positivity, those things sell, and they're fun, they're engaging, and it's entertainment. But when it comes to reviews and criticism, which is really should probably be half of YouTube, especially here when it comes to products, you know, like there's good things and there's bad things. It sucks that it seems that the only time you're allowed to talk about bad things is when a game is, you know, that's the hype wave. The hype wave is either following something very, very positive or something very, very negative, like drama, things like that. So I do want to kind of cry and bitch and moan about that, the tragedy of the current market that is YouTube, but that's also going to be everything all the time. So here I'm also going to kind of extend this video, gotta hit the 10 minutes, right? Talking about what you can do as an influencer to have influence over your influencing campaigns. So what I want to ask you guys as you're growing and as you're getting bigger is not just ask for more money. In my opinion, I don't ask for more money. I actually keep my, like the base $100. I probably could ask for more money, but I keep it at $100, which is for most people. And you'll see those video views. You can reach those too, guys. $100 because I don't want constrictions. I don't want restraints. I just want, okay, $100, you're going to do the stuff you usually do. That's expected. You know, you're not going to overly promote it, overly gush. You're not going to overly saturate your own content with, you know, just $100. We understand we're going to slot it in, you know, you just put it in, just you do you, and I appreciate that. Now, some of these more expensive campaigns were, like, I noticed they were so much more constricting. They had too many restrictions that I didn't appreciate, that really removed my personality from the video. And you're gonna see that from some bigger content creators with like over 100,000 subscribers that generally get like hundreds of thousands of views, or, you know, like 50,000 views per video if they're daily. These kind of content creators, you'll notice when they do sponsored videos, it's totally a different kind of video. You know, they remove all their voice. It literally sounds like they're just reading off of bullet points, things like that. That is the kind of stuff that I don't think you guys appreciate. What I think what maybe you guys might like is probably more an example of something that I did, which is also in the description. I did a sponsored video, $100 for Black Desert Online. And you know, whether you like Black Desert Online or not, it actually shouldn't matter, because the video I did is actually not even about Black Desert Online. I was able to just use BDO as a vehicle. And yeah, I did have to talk about the new expansion, the new updates, but that was a springboard in order for me to talk about game capture artistry, and in order to talk about the lifestyle of being an MMO content creator, of being somebody who just goes around and takes pictures inside of games, which is way more people than you would think. You know, everybody is a content creator today. Everybody can record a GIF or, you know, a screenshot, and Black Desert Online gives you the objectively best tools in an MMO to do that. So that kind of video, which was about the art of capturing content in a game, was amazing that I was able to get sponsored to do that, to make art about art in a game. That's fantastic, that's fun, and you can, as an influencer, realize your power. You don't have to give into every single demand. You don't have to give into every single sponsorship. You don't have to just take $100 here, $100 there, ask for $300 and sell your soul. You don't have to actually fully sell out. You can still be an artist, and in fact, the best way to influence the best is to be artistic. You're going to see this about things like game theory is really fantastic about it. Very smart people over there. And you're going to see the best sponsored content is still the content, you know, like Super Bowl halftime commercials, right? Those are the best commercials on the planet. And they're fucking commercials. Same thing, sometimes people go to movie theaters early so you can see the previews because they're really good. Like, that's like raw entertainment. Those are some good commercials. So, you know, being commercial isn't bad. Things like Thundercats, He-Man, you know, Voltron or Power Rangers, things that were built to really sell toys and, you know, like sell and market, and they themselves are commercials. They themselves are also art. So this culture isn't always a bad thing, but it very much can steer into, like, you know, making a content creator or making an influencer untrustworthy, especially as a reviewer. So I just want to let you know that does happen, and it is worrisome, but don't worry about me. I'm always going to focus on the art. I'm always going to try to be as unperverted as possible. So that's pretty much all I want to say, kind of, is that, yeah, it's definitely a slippery slope for a lot of content creators, and as like an entire platform, YouTube, it's sloping and falling and cliffing down, actually, creating into a direction that I generally don't like, which is just sugar-coated, just for kids, family-friendly, things like that. Doesn't really work for, you know, content creation when it comes to reviews and criticisms, but if you can actually use this momentum in order to carve your own path, you know, really create your own original content and go further, faster than that, I think that's fantastic. You know, you don't have to careen out of control, but you can rocket yourself into the stars, into the future, and bring your friends and family with you in that new direction with new lights. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool. I think it can be fun. So I actually am having fun, you know, doing these sponsorships, having these new opportunities, doing things that I normally wouldn't think about doing, but then I get new inspiration. I obviously have new power, new influence to influence with, and from there, who knows where we can go. But we are definitely going somewhere. So I do also need to say, you know, just in closing, thank you guys, friends and family, you. This show is brought to you by people like you, viewers like you, the Patreon, the donations on stream, and in fact, awesomely enough, there's actually this new concept. My moderator and friend Vasarati, one of the biggest donators on the channel, actually sponsored me $100 to play a game that they wanted to play with me, and I have to do a video on that coming soon, so a little bit of footage from that playing now. But yeah, interesting. So viewer-sponsored videos. That's pretty cool. I think that's interesting. So that allows me to be as unbiased as possible. And I think, you know, Jim Sterling's basically the same, you know, running fully on Patreon. So I think, yeah, we're going to get into this era of, yeah, commercials or just, you know, trailers that are playing on a video. It's not enough to support us. These companies, you know, direct sponsorships is kind of the future. A lot of donations, donate culture, tip culture is really big. So that's going to be happening here. And I think that, you know, money does speak. Money speaks, the viewers speak, all that, it's going to influence us influencers, but hopefully as a community, as long as we're vocal about the art that we want to see, and as creators, as long as we're picky about the art that we create, I think the future can still be very bright. No matter, you know, how or much or how little or where this money comes from and whatever direction it's going in, I think that as long as we have our dignity and pride intact as consumers and content creators, we can still move forward, even though the industry is changing and evolving. It doesn't have to be so cavity-filled or cancerous. I think it could actually be engrossing. I think it could be fun and create a lot of new opportunities, which I'm already seeing, and I'm already living and breathing. And hopefully I can make content that you guys see as worthy, maybe even more so, and even better, you know, better production, better, etc. More unique ideas, more fun and interesting, weird games. So hopefully that's the case, and we'll have to see in the end. But thanks for watching, friends and family. All I can ask is you keep the hype alive. My name's Skylent, and I'll see you again next time.